Good morning, everybody. I've come to talk to you about the 300C drag car build. Now, if I can work out how to do it later, when I did that, there should be a picture of my Chrysler 300C. Who knows? I'm a bit of a dinosaur when it comes to this stuff. I'm still new to YouTube. I'm still working it out. So if it ain't there, just know I had a massive argument with the phone and it didn't work out. So, if you don't already know, I own a Chrysler 300C. Love my car. It's my baby. But I did buy it with the intention of building a drag car. However, I never did. 2 years later, I'm still driving around in it standard as it came. Now, the process has started. So, full Pro Street style drag car. It's going all out. Now, the plan is to do a series of builds over and over again, one after another, for you guys. Excuse me. Document the entire process. Get some sponsorships, get some brand deals on the go, and help everybody wins situation. Help each other out. So as it stands at the moment, I've done. As we try it again, if this doesn't work out, and I've just got loads of video of me going, and nothing pops up on the screen, I'm going to feel like such an idiot. But let's try it. I've done the bonnet as featured here. I built a reverse cow bonnet for it to take. Basically, I'm going to either put a bigger turbo on it or hybrid the turbo that's on it. Run a U-bend pipe in 1 into 2 to have a double air filter coming out the back of the reverse cow. That's the plan. So I need that extra height because the intake pipe at the moment runs straight through the center on the top of the V6. What a stupid place to put it. So that's getting really hot. So I'm going to reroute that, obviously. I don't know whether to chop up the rear. I want to get some big drag tires on it, but in order to do so, I would have to cut the rear arches. The problem with that is, I haven't got a problem with that, but the problem is that it eats well into the door. So I'm going to have to reshape the inner door shuts, reshape the door. And it's a bit of a mission, I'm not going to lie. I don't really want to do it. But if you guys want it enough, I'll end up doing it anyway. But as it stands, my YouTube hasn't built up a lot of momentum yet, which is frustrating. But it also means not too many people are going to convince me to chop my car in half. So we might be safe there. We'll save that silly stuff for a car that I don't like so much. It's getting a full custom paint job. It's going to be full big boy flake. I've finally decided on the paint. It's going to be ruby red candy, but the front half is going to have beautiful yellow golden flames all over the bonnet. So this is the old bonnet. It's going to come all up the bonnet, all down the side of the car. I'm going to try and... I've never done I draw like Mr. Horsepower quite a lot. It's my little doodle go-to. As you can probably see, there's a couple in the background. I just end up painting them or drawing them, doodling them, whatever. Making girl versions, angry versions, happy versions, sad versions. But I've never done one in candy over flake. I want to put one on the car. The only thing is, if you make a mistake in candy, it's done. You have to restart the entire paint job. You can't fix that. It's just how candy is. So I've got to be careful. But I want to put 2 Mr. Horsepowers on it. Also, I'm going to put Gunslinger Speed Shop, obviously, downside of it, because it is my advertising car. It's a well-known car. If you go on, I don't know if you can say the word on there, but that channel, it's got a massive following, that car. I've got a massive following. The car's got a massive following. Everybody knows about the car. Everybody in my local area knows about the car. Everybody in the car scene knows about the car. They're like, oh, that's a colour in it. Hey, that's not what's that. And now I'm chopping it up. So it's worth doing. It is an iconic car. It's brilliant. I love it. I just need to be careful because it is still my daily. So I don't go it's got to be stupid, but it can't be so stupid that it's undrivable. I do it every time I get a project car for myself, one that I'm going to drive, and I build it to a point where it's undrivable on the road. Every time. I can't do it this time. I love that car. It's so perfect. Who put that bench here? The boot's massive. The rear seats, there's loads of room. There's loads of room in the front. It's comfy. It's the best version they did. So it's got all the nice Bentley clocks. It's got gaming systems in the headrests. It's got everything. It's amazing. It's a fantastic car. So people ask me, "Oh, are you gonna tub the rear wheels?" No, I would love to tub it, but then I'd lose my boot. I'd eat into the rear seats. It'd start making it impractical, which is not a road I need to be going down. I just desperately need to keep this one safe. Power is fine, fuel consumption is fine, tyre size, stuff like that is fine, but I won't be ruining my daily and making it non-drivable. I don't care about spending more on fuel, I don't care about spending more on tyres, but I do care about losing the practicality of it. I can't lose my rear seats. I'm not changing to bucket seats because I don't want to lose the comfort of the front seats. I'm not doing tubs because I don't want to lose my boot because it's huge. You could fit a house in there. I don't have a van anymore. Don't have a truck anymore. So I need a car with a big boot, lots of room that I can still pick stuff up in and whatnot. So yeah, that's basically the plan. I need to work out a way of doing the rear wheels. I don't know how to do it yet. I've got a few ideas. None of them really sit well with me. If you've got any ideas, chuck it in the comments. But the whole idea of this series and what we're going to do with it is we're going to start letting you build the cars. You tell us what to do in the comments. We'll pick the best one, the favourite one, the one with the most likes. We build it, we do it. Everyone has a good time, everybody wins. The brands win, you win, we win all round. So yeah, that's where we're going. Now obviously I can't do that where I was on I can't do it on there because it's all 60-second bursts. It's not really enough time to do anything really with that. So hence why we're over here. Trying to build a decent series over here with some proper long form content. Get to know us. We can talk more in depth about stuff. Get more involved, more engaged with people. So I'm hoping this will be a fun journey, a new journey. I wish I'd have started here years ago. When I started my other channel, I should never have done it. I should have come straight to YouTube and started here. But it is what it is. I'm here now. So let's make a ride of it, eh? Anyway, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Where's the camera? There's the camera. I'm gonna see. I'm fucking new to this still. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Have a lovely week. Have a look at the other videos. See how we get on with the 300 build. Toodle pip. See you in a bit. Oh, mate, that was too long. I left that too long. That was silly.